Hello, this is day 47 of reading the One Year Bible together, and we're now in the book of Mark. We're looking at chapter 1, starting at verse 29, through chapter 2, going through verse 12. And what really stood out to me is this passage about Jesus healing the paralyzed man. There are lots of places in my own personal and spiritual journey where life felt like paralysis at some level. And I thought what really I wanted to do when reading this is first to thank those people who were kind of like, for me, in this story, the four men that in different seasons carried me to Jesus when I needed, or my family needed, to connect with God, and to remember some of the people that were a legacy and making a difference in my life. So I want to start with really Kathy and Doug Franks. Thank you for listening to God and coming back from Oregon and moving in with our family in Princeton and sharing your precious encounter with the living Lord Jesus, and a prayer life that was living and active, and showed that you could pray to God for very real needs and have those very real needs answered. I wanted to thank Susie Lawton of Bob and Susie Lawton for being one of the first people to disciple my mom and to show my mom the real wisdom of the scriptures. I want to remember the late Pastor Morgan, who baptized me, and really the huge transformation of life that came through that baptism. I want to remember Phil Payne, who, when he was a PhD student, decided in chemistry, decided to spend some of his time mentoring me and caring for what was really an angry sixth grader, and pouring out continued love when I was resistant. I want to remember my friend Wayne Lytle, that we challenged each other, we prayed for each other a lot, and that spurred us on. And I want to remember the prayer fellowship we started in high school. Give Greg Thomas a shout out there. I want to remember in college Sue Hofhecker, who knew something of the power of the Spirit of God, and just wanted to see the Spirit just flow and pour in and through any and every person's life she was near. And the prayer and praise fellowship that formed in college. I want to remember all those that were part of the F and Libeth, the Encouragement for Ministry Love Bond Fellowship, that I had the privilege to lead. And I want to thank you, Dr. Kimber, for encouraging me to lead that fellowship and coaching me. I want to remember Dr. Landis for helping me connect normal day-to-day life with deep spirituality in the sense of really recognizing the holiness of every moment. I want to remember Dr. James Loader and Mrs. Loader welcoming me into their home and letting me share in the Bible studies that they had in their home, and allowing me to see their very quiet work of ministry and healing and gifts of faith and healing that they exercised, even while having great wisdom about not making a big show of those things. And really, the most transformative book in my whole life, Dr. James Loader's book, The Transforming Moment, A Study of Convictional Knowledge. I could go on and on. I am grateful. So much of movement forward depends on not just what is in one's own life and capacity, but depends on those around them and how they carry love and life and truth. Sometimes, if you cannot get to God yourself, maybe you have friends that can help you get where you need to be. I want to thank my wife, Jude Tiersma, for being such a wise and loving and encouraging soul and soulmate, and a blessing. There are so many that I haven't named, but I just wanted to, again, if you've ever gotten to a place where you're paralyzed, you desperately need those people around you that you trust to help you move forward. Life is not a solo journey. It's not a journey of a Superman. It's a human journey, and these bonds of love and care are so precious. And I wonder if you want to mention in the comments anyone that has really helped or supported you in your time of deep need or paralysis, or that person that brought you closer to Jesus. And in all of this, I want to thank God for the legacy of love that's been left in the church, in and through Jesus Christ. And I want to thank Father Irenaeus Pop of Romania for recognizing my call and blessing me in that call, that apostolic call to mission that I've been able to live into and have had a great joy in pursuing. And I could go on. Love and gratitude, when you tap into it, if it's there, it overflows. Love you all. Keep the faith.